Hi everyone, welcome. If you're new here, my name is Aileen and here we talk about all things makeup, mostly luxury makeup, skincare, and fashion. So right now, this is part 2 of 2. And they both released at the same time. This is the Lisa Eldridge collection. So if you're watching this video, I've already released the blushes and highlighters. I released them together at the same time. These are the lipsticks and glosses. So if you want to see what I picked up, swatches, try on the lips, then keep on watching. But before we go, make sure to comment, like, subscribe. Let's get to it because I'm over excited. Let's get to it. Okay, so if you did watch part 1, you'll know that I ended with like that bright coral. So what I did is I intensified it even more. Then I added a tad of foundation over it and over the highlighter. And you can still see it. I feel like the lights are kind of like toning down the coral a lot. But she's there. She's cute. But I wanted to tone her down for the sake of this video because the star of the show here are the lip products. So I picked up 2 lip glosses, 5 lipsticks, and just for reference, so you can see, I'll also swatch the 3 I already owned. So let's start with the lip glosses because those are easier to apply and remove. So first is I picked up a Fair. So a Fair was one of the lip shades that I already had, but I had never picked up the gloss. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to give it a try. So here is a Fair. She's pretty. Let me try that on. There is a Fair. It's very moisturizing. It doesn't like grip. It's not like sticky to where when you talk, you have those lines like, you know what I mean? It's very nice, very pretty, very your lips, but better depending on the shade of your natural lips. But I really like it. What do you think? I think that's very, that's very Aileen. I'm just saying. But let's move on to this pink because she's not so Aileen. I stepped out the box here. Let me remove this and we'll try that on. So if you're not new to my channel, you know that when I remove product from my lips get darker and darker and darker. So I decided I'm going to go from like the gloss that's easier to apply to the lipsticks because they're just going to get darker and darker and from lightest to darkest most likely. So this is the gloss in the shade Charm. It's really pretty pink. There it is. And let me try that on. And you can totally try these on with, wear these with liner. I just didn't want to do that for the sake of showing you its true color. I really like the size of the doe foot applicator and the shape. I'm not sure if you can see that. It's kind of slanted, but it's nice and round. Because I don't have the biggest lips. So I don't like when they're too big. That's a pretty shade. So it's not as pink on the lips as it is in the bottle, but I like how it shears out and the pink it turns into on the lips. Very, very summer shade. I like it. What do you think? Which one do you like more? I like both. I feel like this is more, doesn't matter what you're wearing, throw it on. And this is more match the look. You know, she's got the look. Let's try on the lipsticks. So for reference, a fair is described as an earthy, soft caramel brown with easygoing, cool girl vibes. This wonderful sticky toffee shade has neutral, warm, golden undertones. I would agree. And Charm, which is the pink one, Charm is a jejune bubblegum pink for all the candy-loving girls. Spun sugar with a hint of pearls with a silvery iridescence to it. So I'm just going to open these up so I can ensure that I go from lightest to darkest here, because I am not sure what if my lips turning darker will hinder the shades. So this is the packaging. It does come exactly the same as the Velvet lipsticks from her recent launches, and I have tried the Velvet formula, but I have not tried this one. This is the Luxuriously Lucent Lip Color. So here's, and it comes with like the Lisa Eldridge logo on there. So let me swatch that for you. They are really soft lipsticks. Like, I suggest just putting up exactly enough to swatch or to apply and be soft with it so that it doesn't break on you. And what I did is I received them 1 or 2 days ago, and I kind of just let them sit. How much heat they've got in transit. So I was like, you know what? I just want them to sit in cool weather in the house and harden back up just in case before I swatch. So this is my first time swatching. So this is the shade Dance Card. That's this one here. Dance Card is a pink peachy coral hue inspired by the lipsticks from the late 50s and early 60s. So let me try this on. I like how silky it feels. That feels beautiful. Do you know what that reminds me of? Like the formula in the Slick, but not the shine, the Chantecaille lip balms. These, if you've tried them, that's how like hydrating and slip. I like these. Now they are more sheer than the Velvet lipsticks, but I like the formula. But for me, it'll be a matter of longevity. I'm sure based on the Slick, the Velvet lipsticks will last longer than these, but they feel so good. I like it. Let me take it off and we'll move on to the next shade. Okay, so next is Love of My Life. Something about this color spoke to me the second I saw it. Like this, I think this was the first lipstick that I added to my wish list when I was creating my wish list. Like I was like, oh, we got to add her ASAP. And Love of My Life is described as a vibrant rosy pink, not too blue, not too red. It manages to sit right between the two. It delivers a modern, sheeny flush of bright pink to the lips with one swipe, or build layers to amp up the color. So let's give that a try. So there's the one layer. What I did was apply it to my bottom lip and just rub my lips together. And that's what we got. So let me try to build it up. That did build up. It did build up nicely. I really like this shade. I'm shocked because I really did step out of my comfort zone with these shades and decided, you know what, let's try colors that I don't typically try because I always lean for a pinky nude. So this is Love of My Life. So let's move on to the next So next I will try Spirited Away. I'll be right back. I will say removing these has been a breeze. So nicely removed, and you don't have to tug at the lips. Oh, I love it. So Spirited Away is described as a very modern rosewood, which traverses the color spectrum from brown to red to pink with a warm tone underscoring, enhancing natural lip tone with a touch of vibrancy to make the whites of your eyes brighter and your whole face pop with a healthy glow. Oh, okay. Do my eyes look whiter? There it is, lightly. This is Spirited Away, and let me build it up. That definitely applied nicely. It built up nicely. I really like this formula. I will say though, if I'm one that's going to go for longevity, I'll probably lean towards more of the Velvet formula and maybe top it with a gloss if I wanted any shine. But this is a really pretty shade too. This is a very everyday shade. So let's move on. I'm sorry. I'm not even over. I didn't even swatch them. I'm over here applying. Let me swatch these other ones for you. I got ahead of myself. I got a little too happy. So this is the gloss in Affair, the gloss in Charm, the lipstick in Dance Card, Love of My Life, and Spirited Away. So next we will do Painterly. Now this is extremely out of my comfort zone. This is like a dark brown, and this is described as paint your lips with this chiaroscuro tint inspired by age-old artist pigments. A deep mauve chocolate hue with a blue undertone enhances lip tone for a just bitten look. So let me remove this and I'll be right back. Okay, so here is Painterly. So let's give her a try. Okay, she's definitely not as dark as I expected. So we can do this. And that was the risk that I took. I was like, if it's a summer formula, I'm expecting it to be more sheer and less pigmented than the Velvet lipsticks. So that is why I took the risk on the dark brown. And I'm glad that I did, because it's definitely not as dark as it looks on the bullet. So this is Painterly. So next, I did pick up one new Velvet lipstick. So I don't think it's new, but it was a restock and it's new to me. And you guys, this is way out of the comfort zone. So this is one of the Velvet lipsticks, and this is a Velvet Carnival. I fell in love with this shade when I saw it. I was like, wait, what? So let's try this on. Okay, so I removed that. Let me swatch this one. Let me bring her down so she doesn't break. Oh, she bright. Here is Velvet Carnival. And let's try her on. I figured I would try the Velvet last since it's harder to come off. She bright. That's not too bad. I like it. I feel I like it more with some bronzer on because I don't have on bronzer. Because I was filming the blush video and I didn't want to hinder the color of the blush. But here is Velvet Carnival. That is bright and beautiful. So next, I'm not going to apply these, but I will swatch them for you for reference because I have filmed with them before. I have videos and I have a video dedicated to these. So I'll link it up here. I think it's this side, this side, this side. And I know some items are still available on her site. All the blushes are sold out. I haven't checked on the blushes. Some lipsticks were still available last time I checked, but this is... I do know the Velvet lipsticks. There's more. I haven't checked the new formula to see which ones are available, but there are things you can find still on the site. I do know for a fact that this shade is still available. The Velvet Carnival. Then these were the 3 existing shades that I have, which is why I stayed away from Pink and Nudes because I had these 3. So this is Velvet Mousse, Velvet Affair, and Velvet Blush. So those are all the shades. I love blush. I love these 3. That's when I fell in love with Lisa Eldridge. And that is it, you guys. Did you pick any up? Which ones did you pick up? I'm excited. I can't wait to see what she comes out with next. I have yet to try something from her line that is just not amazing. Amazing. So if you haven't checked out the blushes and highlighters, that released at the same time as this, so go check that out. But thank you all so much for joining me, and until next time, don't forget, we're all perfectly imperfect. Bye.